morning, Sam. It's Wednesday, April 3rd, and who do you think might make a better villain? Hans Landa from Inglourious Basterds or the Joker from the Batman series? Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Inglourious Basterds or The Dark Knight, you might want to watch them now. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna say something. Don't argue that Hans Landa is not as scary as the Joker, because, I mean, they're both equally scary. Sure, the Joker has his explosives and his machinery and his very scarring story of his childhood, but Hans Landa gets in your face. Not maybe as in a very obvious way as the Joker, but, I mean, the way he stares at you, it's kind of intimidating. Think about it. The way that he stares into Bridget von Hammersmark's face and just tells her exactly where to put her shoe. What's the American saying? If the shoe fits? Yes, that is terrifying, and so is the way that he strangles her right after that. Regardless, Hans and the Joker are both villains that play on other people's fears, and that's something to be scared of. Keep in mind that we're dealing with two ends of the villainy spectrum here. Hans portrays the one end of the spectrum, the very normal but corrupt person. He got corrupt through power, money, recognition, and the dark side of ambition. Normal things to be corrupt about. The Joker is undeniably insane, and he got corrupt through insanity. He's kind of the wild card. He didn't become corrupt through anything materialistic. He just is a psychotic person who wants to watch the world unfurl into chaos. Let's take a look at how they act. Hans leads you to believe that there's nothing wrong with the current situation at hand, right? It's just kind of like a very nonchalant, comfortable meeting, but something about his gaze and body language just kind of gives you this eerie, unnerving feeling inside that something is terribly wrong. Hans is also scary in the fact that he embraces and encourages his own identity, what he has made of himself. The thing that makes the Joker so terrifying is that people don't actually know who he is. Sure, they know him as the Joker, but who was he before then? Nobody knows. And especially because he came out of nowhere with no strings attached, and yet he seized whole control over Gotham. That kind of power is scary, especially when we don't even know who it is. Okay. That covers what kind of villain they are, but what about the tools that they use for world domination and overall villainy? Hans uses his superb language skills, his communication, and his perceiving skills to achieve his goal. Think about it. His attention to the non-verbal body language cues give him the resources that he needs to read people. The Joker uses expendable yet completely dependable henchmen to carry out his deeds while using typical explosives and weaponry that he no doubt gets from the police force of Gotham. Something that's terrifying about both of these villains is that it could potentially kind of almost happen. I mean, with Hans, it's kind of believable. They build a very real story around it. It happens during World War II, and the city of Gotham is just basically if you took LA and New York and you made them throw up on each other. Really, it's not that far away. So I leave you with a choice. Will you pick Hans, who's serious and charming and charismatic, but terrifying, or will you pick the unpredictable, crazy, and psychotic Joker? It's up to you. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and DFTVA.